All right, let's talk about AnyCast. And AnyCast is supposed to give you the ability to wirelessly broadcast to this projector using their adapter. This piece right here, which plugs into the HDMI. And it has a button to switch the mode, so it goes both. It's supposed to go to both Mac and PC connections as far as what it can display. And this USB cable, which plugs into any USB port on the projector. And this is the antenna. Now, I have not had too much luck with these. When I first got them, I plugged it into my projector. I tested it. It seemed to work. I didn't necessarily have to use any other app. I just found it connected, and it worked. However, what's happening now is when I try to connect to this, I've tried using the Easy Mirror app, I've tried using the screencasting app, I've tried everything, and it does not connect. I don't know if it's because the screen resolution is not compatible with what this device is, but it is an HDMI, so it should project at least a 1080p, and that's what most of my devices are at. Now, the whole point of these is to eliminate wires, which almost all of us are happy to do because it's one less thing to be hanging around invisible and unsightly. So this was supposed to be a way for me to get rid of that extra wire and clean up the space and being more neat and tidy as far as the projector goes. Now, I do have another wireless device attached to it. It's a bit clunky. It's a lot larger than this, and the part that I don't like about the other one is it has a power connection, so it has to be separately powered. The whole point of this was to eliminate extra needs and just use the projector and this adapter to provide that ability, and that did not work. So I will keep looking for things like this, but if you are looking at buying AnyCast, just be mindful that it may not work for you. It doesn't seem to be a easy plug and play. I did try my best to use the app. It did not work. It keeps connecting and dropping. I don't know if it's a firmware problem. I don't know if it's a hardware problem, but I've connected it to 2-3 different projectors, and I still have the same result. I've tried it on TVs. I get exactly the same result. So I don't know if this thing just has a short lifespan or if it just wasn't, a good product. I have no idea. But I was trying to use this to clean up some wires, and unfortunately this did not create that scenario for me, and I'm back to my old scenario of using the clunky one. So if you are looking at AnyCast, just be mindful that it may not work for you. And test it right away. If you purchase this, test it right away. Make sure you can plug and play it. It's supposed to be plug and play. That's how I used it when I first plugged it in. Plug and play, found it right away, and I was able to connect to it, and it worked. But then recently, I don't know what's happened. I've done nothing to it other than just plug it into something different and plugged it back to the other device, and nothing works. So it may just be that it only works with specific settings or specific devices. But sadly, I cannot use this device at all, and it just is a disappointment because I really wanted to be able to eliminate another wire from my projector setup. It would just clean stuff up. So just be mindful of these things when you buy them, especially when they're cheap, under $20. You may literally get what you pay for. So I've always said you pay cheap, you get cheap, and sometimes that is a good rule to go by because, as you can see, I bought something for under $20, and it literally doesn't work anymore. It does display its own system. In other words, if I plug it in, it does show its system. It does attempt to connect, but nothing happens. I tried with the phone, I tried with my computer, and nothing was able to connect. So it's just one of those things that just petered out after a while. And I used it for maybe 2 or 3 times, and I was happy. And now I go to use it again, and it's not working. So sadly, I will have to go back to the drawing board and try to find another one that's as compact as this that works properly.